Welcome back, this is Jack. Hey, I gotta fix my camera for right now. Like, being really, like... Nah, I'll leave it like this for right now. It's a little... I just had readjusted where my chair is, and since my chair doesn't have wheels, anyway, usually it's stationary, and I just haven't adjusted the camera for it. That's not important. Actually, let me see if I can just turn on this. Hang on. It's got a feature that I'm going to turn on. Hang on. See if it actually does it what I want it to do. Yeah, hell no. That's really zoomed out. I don't want y'all to see... I really don't want y'all to see that much of my studio. Hell no. Now y'all see just my neck up. That's further away. Let's go down a little bit more. Okay, back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. Alright, there we go. That should be good. Now, I'm probably gonna have to change it when I get over to game mode, but we'll find out. Anyway, welcome back to this Jack. Yeah, the new Warbond drop, and also some new research for your ship. Modules, whatever you want to call them. I can't get any of them because I have to run with a full crew to go to 7+, and most of my crew's either working, asleep, or being responsible adults. I am neither of those things, or none of those things, so... I get to be here. So y'all get to enjoy me solo testing out the new weapons, which means we will playing at a lower difficulty than I'd like. 3 and 4. The reason why is because I'm testing weapons that I do not know how they function. So I have to have a relatively controlled scenario. I've already tested one of them because I'm going to be making. I wanted to make a video of it because it's one of the ones that caught my attention the most. I already have a couple of them unlocked. I have the Adjudicator, and the other one that caught my attention I'm really excited about is the Eruptor. The Eruptor, I will tell you right now. Oh, I'm not showing y'all the screen. That's kind of important. Y'all might need to see the screen. The Eruptor is really good. I really, really like it. One problem. It's the same problem you have with any explosive weapon, like actual explosive weapon with like a blast radius. If anything closes in on you, you will kill yourself, and there's a long time between shots. So you can't spam shot, but you don't need to shoot most things more than once. A few things you might need to shoot twice. It does a lot of damage per hit. The thing is, it actually has to be racked after each shot. You have to load a new bolt in. And you get like 5 shots before you have to switch out the mag, and the magazine. I was about to say clip, but I'm like, no, it's magazine. But it's a really good weapon. It is a phenomenal weapon. But if you're running with that, you're gonna want to run with like an LMG of some sort, and maybe a machine pistol, because if they close in on you or they're swarming you, you're not gonna use that. Why has my network connection been low? Please tell me it's not Steam misbehaving itself. Yes, Steam is misbehaving itself. So we're just going to be sitting here talking for a little bit while Steam does its thing. Steam's doing an update. They do that every so often. We're just going to talk. Alright. So, that weapon in its own self is really good. There's not a lot of things that can survive. Like, every regular grunt's going to die even if you just shoot near their feet. It'll still kill them. And it's got really good range. It's got like 150. So basically, to me, if you're somebody who already ran with the anti-material rifle, this gun will be a good replacement for you. But you need a battle buddy, or you need a weapon that's good for mowing down hordes coming at you, especially if you're dealing with bugs. So the Stalwart is a good choice as a follow-up with it, because the Stalwart can be reloaded on the run, and it's really good at shooting a lot of things all at once. Now, I would not recommend actually using that rifle against bugs. The explosion radius is nice, and I've staggered myself sometimes. Not taking damage, just staggered many times with it, and I thought they were far enough away. So the blast radius is a lot bigger than you think, and it's strong enough, and it's good enough to take out an ATPT, the little walkers that are all over the place. So that's good. It is a good weapon. I do like it. And it'll probably actually become one of my regulars, but it is going to be rated a B because it is very circumstantial. It's not a plug and play in almost every build. You can do it on any planet. It's not going to be an issue, but it's come down to what your team comp is, what your personal playstyle, and what support weapon you're coming down with. If you're already planning on coming down with an LMG, use it. If you're somebody who's going to be methodical and be able to keep your distance from everything, like you're using a jump back, then you're just fine. So it's going to rely on your support weapon, so it gets a solid B. It can be plugged into play to a lot of builds, but not every build. And it's not perfect for every scenario. The other thing I tested was the thermite grenade. I didn't get a lot of testing in because I was playing at a low enough level that armor wasn't a thing. Okay, it looks like we're back, but I'll keep talking for a little bit longer. Going right... Okay, back in the game. I tried the thermite grenade. Thermite grenade does not explode. Oh, I forgot to mention, for the sniper rifle, it can take out bunkers. Like the factories. I've tested with the factories specifically, not the bugs. But with the factories, you can shoot the porthole and it'll blow it up. The explosion radius is big enough to do that. That is the first primary weapon I've seen be able to. That makes it really... I like it. As I said before, solid B weapon. Now we're going to be testing... Oh, and the thermite, I haven't seen really do much. We will be testing that, but we're going to first start with... We're going to be using this rifle. Now, I have yet to test it. It is a marksman weapon. It is a marksman weapon, so I will be coming down with the stalwart, like I said, to help me mow down anything that's approaching me. I went with the rocket launcher in the previous one. That's probably why I had so much issues. The expendable, that's because I had a mission, a challenge to do. I had a challenge to do for it, so I just went ahead and brought it down. I do regret doing that. It was not a fair test for the weapon in question. Normally I like running with the Quasar, or the Queso as I like to call it. It got that nickname because one of my friends said the wrong word, and we kind of ran with it. Oh yeah, this lowers the time it takes to extract shuttle. I have yet to test this either to find out how much time. I want to take it, but I'm going to feel really bad about not having Hellpod special optimization. Let's go with this. We'll do, if I because I'll probably be streaming this later today with my older sibling Nick, because I need to unlock the exploding crossbow and the pistol. I'm close to getting one of them, or I can test it. Because what we're gonna do with this, and then I'm gonna go over to a bug mission and see how this feels against bugs. Now, once again, this is difficulty 3 because I feel this is a good, solid, controlled environment, so I can see how the weapon responds in most scenarios. And then you can start cranking up the difficulty and see how it relies under pressure. If it cannot survive even at this low difficulty, then it gets a worse and worse opinion. Now, mind you, some weapons excel when you have more things that usually you want to use against bugs are things that can work best against crowds. All right. So far. Okay, alternate fire. It has an auto mode. Excuse me? This weapon has auto? This weapon has auto. This weapon may be an A class already. It has a scope and is able to go full auto. Doesn't have 150, which is what a lot of the... Let's see how it handles these guys. Magazine size is not a joke. It has 26 rounds, but if it's something that can go full auto, it kind of needs it. Sub-objective nearby. Most things can be taken out in 1 to 2 shots. Most of the grunts can be taken out in 1 to 2 shots, depending on where you hit them. They just walk over their own landmine or got shot? Oh, they got shot by one of their own rocket launcher guys. Okay. Alright. So far, this weapon has already exceeded my expectations. I haven't even tested its full auto capabilities yet. About to. I haven't tested its reload yet either. I haven't needed to. The damage is reasonable enough that it seems to be able to take care of those guys. Alright, I'm doing an early reload. That's a fast reload. That's up there with the, alright, let's see what the thermite does to this. Okay, it doesn't seem to actually be damaging that structure. Yeah, okay, it's when it finally explodes. So there's a delay with the thermite. It'll burn through something's armor and then explode, which makes it a phenomenal weapon against the heavy armored fucks. And it does stick. That's another thing. So even if you throw it on a charger, the charger's not going to be able to shake it. I'm wondering how good the damage itself is, though. Because I suspect that the damage from the explosion is not that particularly high. Alright, this is not directly on anything. Okay, it's on it. It bounced. Let's test the rate of the full auto. Alright. Alright, that's really not bad out of reflex, even though I'm maxed out on that stuff. Alright, we're gonna go back to semi-automatic. Network connection lost. Steam's doing its update, so we're gonna go back to full screen me. I'm rather annoyed by this. It's actually doing alright. Alright, since that weapon does have a full auto mode, I'm wondering if you actually do need the stalwart like I thought you might. It was a marksman rifle, so my immediate assumption was it would have at most burst fire. But no, since the weapon has a full auto mode, that raises its assessment. This might be an A-class weapon. Possibly, or if its damage was higher, it'd be definitely an S-class. Because with its ability to alternate between being swarmed and picking your targets, that makes it incredibly unique. And the fact that it has a scope. Because, like, for instance, the Dominator's big weakness is that its magazine size is it burns through fast, and it's a semi-automatic, and has no scope. So it does not one thing good. It kind of super generalized. It does a lot of damage, and it's very precise, but it doesn't put out bullets fast, and it doesn't have a scope for you to pick your targets at a distance. So you have to wait for a target already to be closing in on you. And if you're comfortable enough, you can pinpoint the weak. Zane just got in my lap. You can pinpoint the targets. So now I'm an evil villain with a cat in my lap. You can pinpoint your targets, and if you're able to like hit the robots in the head, you'll take them out almost instantly. And it does stagger. So, but that doesn't. But you would almost want to like you can get away with using the slugger. That's why the Dominator is an A class for me, maybe B class. Like it actually can go down depending on your opinion of it. Because its magazine size is not enough to handle swarms. It doesn't really have explosion to it, so it can't do anything with that. But it's got medium armor penetration and it has high damage in its own right. It looks like it's back up. We'll try again in a second. This gives me a chance to swap out my weapon if it doesn't just drop me right back into the same mission. Because I've had it once before where, like, well, mostly because I was rejoining a friend, so the world existed at the time. It remembered my stratagems, just pulled me in. This does give me a chance to swap out my stratagems and try again, or test it out a little differently. Because since I don't need, since the stalwart's not as needed as I thought, I could probably get away without using it. Now that means my first instinct would be to instead use the Quasar. I may not need it. I'm wondering. This is a low enough difficulty I can get away without having to have the anti-material weapon, because this weapon might be able to do it. Not well. I doubt it. Well, it's medium, so it could probably do it to a lot of things. Because I'm able to take out Hulk would be my biggest concern, but I can take out a singular Hulk, no issue. It would be the multiple Hulks where it start becoming a threat to me or concern for me. So what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to probably regret this, I'm going to come in with the autocannon. Autocannon will do two things for me. One, it'll get rid of bots who are swarming me, but it more specifically will help me take out super armored targets. Now, once again, this is a difficulty level 3, so I really shouldn't encounter too many of them. And the one or two I may encounter, I can just use a Rod from God. Petting my kitty. So adorable. So adorable. Oh, the funny thing is, he's like 3 years old, and he just now realizes it's okay for him to climb into my lap. Like, I've picked him up and laid him in my lap a couple times, and he still wouldn't do it. And now, recently he realized he got up on my desk and then climbed into my lap and just went to sleep, and I didn't chase him off or anything. He's like, wait, I can do this? I'm allowed to do this? Since I'm not coming down with a support weapon, that's one less thing I have to worry about the cooldown on to recover. Mind you, backpacks are the longer cooldown, not support weapons. But once again, this is a test maneuver, because if I can get away with just having a backpack and not having to call down a support weapon until I need it, that's really good. Now, I don't like this planet because it's on fire. Heads up for that. But the good news is, since this is not an energy weapon, that means I won't overheat. The bad news is, weapon clearly has some form of stagger.
Sub-objective nearby. Coming in hot.
I didn't mean to hit all of them in that one.
Making progress.
Now we're going to be testing something with the thermite. Oh, damn it, I did get rid of it. Something I didn't get rid of it. Oh, good. They dropped a medium for me to play with. Good. Not getting deflection. Alright, so this weapon is capable of straight up hurting these guys. I'm fighting a little recklessly because I'm testing. Okay. This weapon can take out the mediums if they have to close in on you, which for them I wouldn't be doing it with, to be honest. I would be doing that more with the ones that chase you with a chainsaw. I forget what they're called right now. Those guys. Go to sleep, Zane. I'm not getting up for a while. He conks out, by the way. He doesn't just like lay down in my lap. He goes to freak sleep. Goes to freaking sleep. That sounded weird. Go ahead. Lay down. Lay down, you're fine. Okay. Like, he has one of those conked out sleeps where he's like drooling. Knocks out. Which makes me really feel really loved, because that means he trusts me. He feels comfortable going to sleep like that. Like, you're like, hey, he's willing to crawl into your lap. That's already a lot of trust. But a cat who's willing to like just knock out completely in your lap, oh my god, that's so... Alright. Far so good. Now, I would be testing this by default in a higher difficulty. Go ahead and get that alert off, please. Thank you. Yeah, the stagger on this... Oh, shit. I reloaded way too soon. This weapon has a larger magazine than I expect, and it threw off my timing for that. Now, this is going to be an important test. Oh, good. I can take out the ATPTs. Because one of the problems I have with like a lot of the other marksman rifles is that ATPTs are a big threat to me. I can't really hurt them. Go ahead and call down a resupply since I fucked up and reloaded way so soon.
Sending down equipment package.
Got to reload before I grab that. Thankfully I'm by myself, so I don't have to worry about like sharing with other people. Crash ship. Something I hate in some of these maps, especially this style map, lights. I go out of my way to destroy those when I'm in. The lights just blind me. There's like a lot of fog and shit. So we are going to test the thermite on you, which means I have to take everything out before I can comfortably do that. I can't just do a bombing run, which is my preferred method to taking to dealing with these places. I'm not aiming for headshots, so it's taking more than one hit, but with one... I can reach out and touch them further than they can hit me, so... So this weapon, if I can control the pace of the fight, is really good. But only if I can control the pace of the fight. Now for the test. Now, I'm suspecting it might not be able to because it sticks almost immediately. But the impact grenades can do it, so this should. Okay, it can. It can. It just has a delay because of its sticky, then exploding nature. Okay. So, the thermite grenade might be one of my new favorites. I still prefer the stun grenade, depending on what I do, when I'm fighting bots specifically, because how it shuts them down and allows me to work over hulks and tanks pretty easily.
Hell's arm arm. Clear the area.
Let's not run through a minefield, shall we?
Mission is progressing.
Get to the last location, which is over there. I'm not trying to do everything. I'm not trying to take out everything. This is just strictly a test, and it's level difficulty anyway. So once again, the only reason I'm here it's for testing reasons, so I can have a controlled environment. It's so hard to use my keyboard right now because, like, I have to put my keyboard in a weird spot on my lap.
There's something here.
So I'd have to use a grenade. Because I imagine the sniper rifle one that we got would be able to puncture that noise. Hey, at least I got some super credits out of it. I just had to spend a lot just to get the Warbond, which, by the way, in case you didn't know, the Warbond is a premium Warbond. But I do feel a lot of things in here are... So the other two Warbonds really only had, like, one thing in them that made them okay to get. Like, so one of them... so the first one being that the Jar 5 Dominator for the first premium Warbond. That one I feel is kind of worth it. There's, like, a couple other things in there. Then the prototype one... Pretty much the only thing in there I felt was worth sinking for was the sickle. I don't want the flame. Oh, I can pick it up. I'm not carrying anything. Not what I wanted.
Coming in hot.
Hit what I wanted to. That's fine.
Democracy's on its way.
That wasn't even the right target. It was just in my way.
30 minutes remaining. Be back shortly.
Oh, I thought there was ammo over there. Damn, I reloaded way too soon. First shot missed.
Sub-objective in your vicinity.
Don't know if that stuck to him. Don't think it did.
Injury! What injury?
It's on fire. Can't tell if that stuck to him. It did. It's on his shield. Let's see what this does. Did it burn off his shield? Interesting. That didn't hit anything. Try again. That may have actually done a lot more than I thought. Anyway, I need to get to... Oh, I'm being surrounded. I need to get into a better position. Once again, this weapon is all about controlling the pace of the fight, and I am not doing that right now. So I can legitimately hit them with this, and no matter where I hit them, I'll be doing damage. That's a rather big deal. Because I think this is actually one of the primary weapons that can do that. Because this is... So, for what you don't know, what you might not know, is the way it's been described how armor rating works is it's 1 through 10. And medium doesn't mean all medium armor. Just like... So the way I usually describe it among my friends, we'll say medium for quick, but if we're trying to talk about specifically what it can and can't do, we might say this weapon is medium plus, which usually means it's a 6. 1 being no armor. 2 and 3 means light armor. 4, 5, and 6 means medium armor. Of course, we got these nice fire tornadoes here.
Liberty dispensed.
Oh no, no! Ah, shit, now I'm trapped in here with a fire tornado. I hate fucking fire tornadoes. I did that to myself. I hate fire tornadoes because these things fucking track you. Like, not even subtly, they track you.
Dropping a pin.
I really wish they would dial that back a little bit, because I was doing an engagement. I actually have a screenshot of it. I was doing an engagement and there was 6 fire tornadoes around us. We had to dance around that while fighting machines. Thankfully, the fire tornadoes did lessen the load. We've had it where there was about the same thing going on with bugs. Thankfully, that does take care of the bugs pretty good. Yeah, so no fun. So far, this marksman rifle, I am going to give it an A class. I haven't been playing with its full auto yet, so I don't know how big the recoil is, but I don't imagine it's too bad. It doesn't feel like it's too bad, because I haven't been crouching, and I am wearing armor that reduces it when I crouch even further, but that's not the main reason I use it. I mean, I use it more for the extra grenades. That what was that one the one I'm wearing? Maybe thinking of a different set. Look at all, like, this many fire tornadoes, all in my area. It's like when you're on a questionable website and they're like, hot singles in your area. Fuck. Fire tornado got right up on me. Thermite's on him. He should not survive that. Dead yet? There he goes. Oh, he survived it. Oh, not by much. Oh, stubbed and died. You know what I mean? The fire tornadoes will juke to you. They don't juke to them. Only you. Okay, I was afraid it was going to be too easy getting out of here. I think that sentry should take care of a lot of the issues for me. I didn't need to reload. Bullshit! Oh, now that I died once, the fire tornadoes are like, okay, we can fuck off now. I said it before, I hate fucking fire tornadoes. That's what I want.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Even through their shield, that can take them out. That's remarkable in its own way. Because that shield is
Minus 10 seconds.
heavy, somewhere in the heavy territory. It's about the range where you'd see a charger. Because I've hit them with a rocket dead on the shield, and it just bounced them. Didn't hurt them. At least it didn't seem to hurt them. But so you have to hit them literally anywhere but the shield. I had one death, and it was kind of bullshit. I didn't even pick up my science I had, which was like one sample, which I'm already maxed out on, so I don't care. Alright. So, this weapon is A class. I'm giving it that because it can be a good weapon for scramble. It can be good for pinpoint precision. So those two factors makes it insanely good with medium armor piercing. Individual damage wise, it's usually enough to take care of most small grunts without too much issue. So I'm going to class this as an A. Now that very much could just be a matter of opinion. I'm over on the Helldivers. So someone's live streaming music. Yes, all right. Good. Oh, I'll get in trouble if I go. Because I have two separate computers, I have to. And I think I'll go ahead and throw it. Like I didn't share this as much as I normally, like this stream as much as I should. Post that shit. Shot. Alright, we'll see how the stats rolled out. 90, once again, low difficulty, really good accuracy, 64, and that's with me doing the couple spray and praise. I got that one death, I called it a bullshit death, but it was actually my stupidity. I forgot I had a jump pack, because I could have really turned the tide if I had just used the jump.
Welcome back.
But at no point did I feel pressured that I had to have a support weapon. So that weapon makes a huge difference. What we're trying to get to is this, the exploding crossbow, and this. The exploding crossbow is my priority. Here's the damage on it. 420, which is giggity. Or not giggity, nice. A lot of damage. Fire rate's slow, so I imagine, obviously, you're going to have to rack it after every shot. So it's going to be similar to the other one. It's got recoil. I don't know how much. Like, I can't tell what 35 is. I imagine that's low. Capacity 5. So you have to fully reload after every 5 shots. Versus this weapon I was just using. Recoil is 50, so it's going to have less recoil than the Adjudicator, which was not bad, and this, which has a recoil of 75, so that's going to be very low recoil. The bolts are explosive, so it's going to be a weapon you have to be careful in close range. Alright, so I think the crossbow might be legitimately... I don't think it'll be an A class, but it'll definitely be B. Now, let's go test out the equipment I was just doing over on the bugs. Like, yes, I want to stay over here doing these major orders, but... I have to test for science, and we're going to actually up it for the bugs just because I want the odds of chargers and stuff showing up to be more prevalent. Geological survey and launch ICBM.
Initiating FTL jump 2.
We're going to start with the bolt action. I already don't think it's going to be good, purely because armor is not as big of a deal. Like, yeah, the chargers suck,
FTL jump.
and you don't have the ability to control engagement as much as you do with automatons. Now, arguably, you can if you were like, oh, cool, I'm going to use the jump pack, jump on top of something, and then I'm just going to bull rush through the mission. Just me testing shit. All warts. We're going to start with the sniper rifle, not the marksman rifle. Copter. I am going to switch off the revolver. Go ahead and do the, no, let's do this one. And we're still sticking with the thermite grenade for additional testing. My primary test with this one will be the brood mothers, the ticks, and the chargers. Those will be the three things that I am focused on hitting. I don't use the stalwart enough, so I don't have as much the muscle memory. And I don't like the new heavy caliber machine gun. It just doesn't seem to do any one thing right. Like, probably the only... It doesn't even have enough armor piercing to make it worth it. Its magazine size is not big enough. And its recoil is just too uncontrollable that you're not going to be able to use it what you want it for, which is a full auto gun. That was both eyebrows. Did I just one-shot a brood commander? That rifle? I just one-shotted a brood. That sniper rifle. Huh. Okay. Let's wait until we see a charger before I start reassessing my opinion on this weapon. Once again, you do have to run with a crowd control weapon as your off weapon. Okay, the bullets are deflecting off his face. Okay, that was to be expected. Now it's time for the thermite.
Objective critical stratagem available.
He's still alive and he took the thermite to the face, so we now know that the thermite can't one-shot these guys. Then again, I don't think any grenade can one-shot chargers. They just have too much health, too much armor. The thing that's concerning me is I originally thought it was going to naturally strip armor, and it didn't seem to do that either. Dick? There's more than one, of course. The charger app. How have you not exploded yet? Thank you. And it's still alive. I ragdolled myself with that shot. And I killed myself with that shot. Okay. I'm fine with that. I don't care. All right.
Objective critical stratagem
We're
available.
going to reassess the weapon.
Objective critical
It's not.
stratagem no longer available.
It is not strong enough to pierce a charger. Where did the charger even go, though? Okay, so it can't pierce the charger, and the thermite grenade doesn't do as much as I thought it would against armor. Load. Now, mind you, I am shooting him in the face. Okay, one shot against the wounded leg, which I'm pretty sure came from the thermite.
Stratagem available.
Okay, so the thermite does strip armor. I just didn't hit it in a good spot to be noticeable. No, I can't see that. Use this as a chance to test. Okay, that has a really big explosion radius. The explosion radius is bigger than I thought it was. Fortunately, I can't see what it is. I might have to try and figure this out. Nope. That was harder than it should have been. Unfortunately, I probably have to do more than that. Yes. Get an eagle strike where they're at. Clear up that area a little bit. Another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. I'm still of the opinion this might not be... I have played this game way too much that I can do that by sound. Okay. So against chargers, this weapon is still not the best option. So it's this is still a weapon you might not want to bring against bugs. However, I'm running by myself currently, and it does have a lot of potential still. Still have to come in with a proper support weapon. Wow, at that far, it staggered me. So for reference, it took that many shots for me to clear one.
Have a taste of democracy!
With the stalwart, just laying into it. But it took one shot from that rifle to take that thing out instantly. And to prove that you can close them. Okay.
Blood and dirty.
So far, this weapon is like the new sniper rifle is very much on point. Let's get rid of that. I have a bad history of those things, specifically when I'm dealing with oh, that's not what I'm wanting. At high levels, having someone with this might be worth it purely to take care of the swarms of those guys, especially the green ones. That might make it worth it to have someone with one of these.
Found something.
Whether or not it becomes a requirement is going to be up for debate. But I do think this weapon is definitely hard to class, because I really want to make it just a B because of the nature of its splash damage and its slow shot. So you can't deal with hordes. But it's got so much practicality even against bugs. Because there's a lot of hard targets and bugs that can mess up all your plans if they show up. Charger being one of them. Now this weapon, probably shooting them on the butt only a couple times would probably take out the Charger, which I've yet to test, so I can't tell you that. But at the same time, all it took was for me to break its leg once and shoot it once, and it died instantly. Now shooting it in the face did not seem to do the rocket launcher one-shot challenge. But I may have not hit the face proper. And obviously against the little guys, it takes them out immediately. Against medium guys, it takes them out immediately. Okay, good, there's a Charger for me to play with. I'm not going to call down the load. This thing has actually a really big magazine, too. Okay, I don't know if it hit the tail. Actually, I still don't know if it hit the tail. Let's try to shoot the face. Okay, the face is doing damage because it's staggered for half a second. Like, the initial bullet's not doing anything. We're going to keep playing with him. Hopefully no one else shows up. Oh.
Eagle 1 armed and ready.
Oh. This weapon's now A. Like, I'm bending some of the rules for this to be an A. Because usually for an A class for me means it can be plugged and play in like 75% of builds. Well, actually, so this would still fit in an A class then. Okay, that makes me feel better. It can be plugged into play into most builds now. It can be plugged into play into most builds now. The fact that I was able to... It took a couple shots, but me shooting the Charger in the face eventually did take it out. I don't know how much me shooting it in the butt affected it, but I don't imagine too much because the face is its ultimate weak spot. So, and that's probably just from the explosion damage. This weapon has got to be at least maybe an A- if you're being stingy, but I would put this weapon in an it's probably the only like not rapid fire weapon I actually put this high a tier. Now obviously it will help for you to travel with something that can crowd control a lot better. All right, now we get to test out the other thing I wanted to test. Let's put that on its back.
Say hello to democracy.
Don't want that to explode while I'm near it. Fine, I'm just playing with you. That take off his armor. It didn't take it off, but it put a dent in it. Go away, you. You're not who I'm playing with right now. Neither are you. Howdy, how's it going? Alright, so far it's taken 2, and it's stripping his armor. So I can almost guarantee you if I was shooting it with anything else right now, he'd be taking massive damage. Oh. It staggered him right now with just the thermite burning. And that... Nope, that didn't kill him. I thought it did. Now remember, this weapon... The weapon itself... Oh, shit. I'm stuck in, like, extreme first-person mode. There we go. Oh, I'm still in a awkward... This is gonna make dodging hard. There. Oh, finally got him. Okay. There we go. I'm not doing too bad. I got a cat asleep in my lap, and that always makes me happy. And a new Warbond to test out. This sniper rifle is A to me right now, because I was able to handle a lot more than I would expect with a sniper rifle, with its explosion radius especially, and raw damage. I can take care of most things in a couple shots. And if the enemies are clustered together enough, Thane, that's his name. He's my little buddy. When I'm streaming on my other channel, I actually joke that he's the host, I'm the co-host, because that's partly true. See, that shot was strong enough to take care of the little piss ants near him, so in theory, you can use this weapon to clear hordes if you shoot near them. If you target the shot to the... You definitely have to learn the explosion radius to get away with it. But this weapon can take care of ticks in one hit. That actually means a lot to me, too. The only downside is if the tick gets on top of you, you will get hit by splash damage from your own weapon. This weapon staggers really easily.
You have ignited the torches of liberty. Extraction awaits.
Freedom forever!
Yeah, I just took out 6.
Helldiver KIA deploying.
God damn it, you snuck up on me, you asshole.
As approved. Reinforcements have been
I hate it when that happens. I'm sitting here trying to test out a weapon and somebody sneaks up on me.
Reporting to the front.
And since this is a primary, I come down with it every time.
Say hello to democracy!
But I'm taking care of multiple targets in a single hit. That's the only time it becomes an issue, is when they get that close to me. That's one of the reasons I'd recommend running with a... I would recommend giving some of these new weapons a try. So far, I have found 2 weapons that are A-class. All the other Warbonds I've seen only had 1 weapon that were at A, with the Breaker being the only, so far, S-tier. Unless you count the... that were in the Warbonds, because the Railgun, before it got nerfed, was obviously S-tier.
Tagging map. North
For those who don't know the classification, once again, S-tier means it can be dropped into plugged in play in any build, and A-class means about 75% of builds and playstyles. So far, the 2 weapons I've tested out of it is definitely A. The grenades are your choice. If the thing you're scared of most is armored people, then the thermite grenade is amazing. It seems to strip armor and do a decent amount of damage, but the explosion is extremely delayed because it burns first, then explodes. And I haven't noticed how big the radius is, but it seems less than the yeah, I'm glad. And the explosion radius doesn't seem that big, so you can't use it to clear crowds. But if your biggest concern is, especially like armored automatons and chargers and such, then yes, this grenade is phenomenal. And you can close nests with both the Eruptor, which is the sniper rifle we're using, and you can use it, use the thermite grenade, which was a concern that you couldn't. Now, mind you, the thermite grenade is still heavily delayed, so things will still come out of it while you're waiting for it to explode. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I will show you that you can close it with a shot. I told you the explosion radius is a little crazy with this weapon. And I stagger myself with it or hurt myself with it all the time. That's about its only real weakness, and you have to learn it. Oh shit, oh shit. And because the damage is high, you will, it is very easy to kill yourself. I haven't tested the grenade pistol yet. I'm out of medals. All the stuff I've unlocked was just from my collection that I had accumulated. Because I've gotten almost everything in the other Warbonds that I care about. That's just proof that you can do that. It gave me it like cocked my weapon like it was reloaded, and then it's like, no, you're not reloaded. I hate it when it does that. Oh well. Good news is, once again, I'm coming down with my primary weapon being something that can take care of big threats. And I've got distance this time. Okay, 2 shots on the sides. One clean shot to the head takes it out every time. This is one of those times I would love either a stun grenade or an impact grenade, because I need to get rid of him now. And the thermite has such a long fuse that, yeah, and it still didn't get rid of him. Yeah, so the thermite grenade is straight up, you're fighting something that has armor and you're trying to get rid of it. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to get out of here. God damn! Get off my ass! I picked it up, didn't I? Yeah, okay, there it is. Reloaded. That's where specifically that rifle will have an issue, is when you can't get them off of you at all.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Yeah, that's why it's A class for me. Its only weakness is literally when you're getting surrounded and have no way to shake them. But if you're using it in a way that allows you to control the pacing of the fight, or you're just running with a squad, either one of those would have made a huge difference in that engagement that was giving me so much trouble just then. Not to mention, I wasn't using any of my stratagems to soften the area either. But if things are able to get on top of you, which is common for bugs, unfortunately, then yeah, you're going to be in trouble. So this weapon is still an A weapon. At the least, it would be an A-, because its explosion radius does give it issues. But I would still give it an A. This weapon is good. I do enjoy it. I've yet to test out... I'm working towards trying to test out the crossbow and the pistol. Crossbow next.
Shuttle inbound.
Now, situations like where I can get up here is where this weapon would excel, which is why I like the jump pack so much. Because the only thing that can really threaten me up here is things that can jump up here, which is the hunters, which is why I have the stalwart and the pistol. And spitters, but I can take care of the spitters instantly with this weapon. Oh, there's a SAF site over there. I don't care. Not doing it. Yeah, I just didn't do it because I keep forgetting I have it. A good jump backwards can do you a lot of good. Unfortunately, you can't aim and shoot while you're jumping. Otherwise, this weapon would be great for getting in the air. Wow! That radius is much bigger than I thought it was. I forgot they can just spawn up here when they want to. Falling a rod from God just because I don't want to have to play with the I've already played with the charger enough.
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20
I just ragdolled myself from that distance.
T-minus 10 seconds.
This is a to whom it may concern sniper rifle. Because the way I've always viewed it as, sniper rifles are screw that guy specifically. This one is screw those guys specifically. I really do enjoy this sniper rifle. When I'm running with my buddies, this will definitely be probably the weapon I run with the most. Because I'm always the guy who runs with the queso as my primary weapon.
Another victory for the right side of history.
All right, we're now going to go test the other marksman rifle, the other new one. This one I'm already calling an A from its tier with its battle with the automatons because it has an auto mode. It is the only marksman rifle I've seen with an auto mode. It's the only one that I've seen with an auto mode, which allows it to also control swarms. which allows it to be comfortably used against bugs. Now, the big problem will be, is this magazine big enough to deal with the mediums? Because I'm not going to even worry about with a charger. Chargers are its own problem. Which normally I'd run with a queso for them. Because I shoot them in the head, they die instantly. But my first response is always the rod from God. What are your thoughts on the weapons? I'm saying what I'm thinking. What are y'all thoughts? No, I always want to hug somebody. That's my favorite emote. I play with my siblings a lot, and like we'll be in the middle, like we'll just have finished a big fight, and you'll just see me go, hug. I do want to talk about this because they didn't say this was coming, but I'm really excited. So there's more ship modules. Now, unfortunately, I need a lot more super rares to get any of them. Yeah, the new weapons are, so far, 2A classes. Once we get to the pistol and the crossbow, this might be a solid full pack of, this is the Warbond you get. The others you can kind of pass on if you want. This is the Warbond you get. So, I need to get a lot more super rares, which when I'm playing with my my usual squad, SCOD, we call them a SCOD, because we say words wrong all the time, then they become our new lingo. Because like this one right here, resupply boxes fill support weapons with the maximum number of carryable magazines. That by itself is good, especially if you're running with like the spear and spear, autogun, and recoilless rifle. That'll be great by itself. Atmospheric monitoring. Orbital high explosive barrage is reduced by 15%. What I've hated about them is how inaccurate they are. You're more likely to kill yourself. So depending on how that feels, that might be one of the best upgrades. XXL weapons bay. One additional set of bombs. That's not a big deal to me, but it's okay, I guess. Fire damage strategies increased by 25%. If this was just incendiary mines, I wouldn't care. If this was just Eagle Napalm, I wouldn't care. It works on flamethrowers. Are you joking? Are you joking? Are you joking? Flamethrowers, which are already powered up because of how fast the damage tick, are going to get a 25% damage increase. Are you joking? Mwah. Circuit expand. Oh, damn it! It's been doing that. And I think it's because Steam is having issues, because it keeps popping up that Steam's having issues. So yeah, flamethrowers were already pretty powerful. Now, unfortunately, it won't work with like the Scorcher, who also got a power up, but it will help with the flamethrower. That means it'll probably be more viable for taking out chargers. It'll be more viable. It will definitely be more viable for dealing with the mediums. By the way, in case anyone wants to know, Princess of Twilight is the name of my ship because the Twilight Princess. Back to what I was doing. Circuit expansion. This is not a big deal to me because I don't like the arc weapons to begin with. I think the arc thrower doesn't do enough damage for its build up and cooldown, and I don't like the Tesla tower because I tend to kill my own teammates anyway with it. Blast absorption. Sentries take 50% less damage from explosions. That is okay. If you're already someone who relies on turrets, go get it. But that's usually what gets rid of a lot of turrets, is just things with rocket launchers and shit. So that's not a bad choice. Excited. I've been wanting new content. Like, I've been going down to like playing like 1 or 2 matches a day. Because when I first came out, I'd spend hours playing this game. That's why I'm level 60. But then after I got like pretty much unlocked everything I wanted, I had maxed out all my resources, I kind of just stopped playing. Because I was capping out on medals too. The reason I was able to unlock everything so fast is because I had 250 medals when the Warbond dropped. So I'm excited. That gives me a new challenge. Pretty much there was only like 2 of the modules I hadn't gotten. So I'm really excited. I'm so excited! And I just can't hide it anymore.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Alright, we're testing out... Now we're going to be testing out the marksman rifle in this fight. I will be coming in with the queso, because it does have the ability to go full auto, but I need something for anti-armor. Actually, no, I'm going to go back to the way I tested it against the... how I tested it against the automatons. I'm going to go in with this. Gotta make sure I actually switch my weapon. Almost forgot. So just for context for those who want to know, this used to be the best marksman rifle. It has the higher raw damage. This one has less damage, but it's got the full auto mode. That makes a huge difference. That is a massive.
Hellpod launch initiated.
And it is strong enough to one-shot automatons if you hit them near a critical spot. At least the grunts. It takes a couple shots to take out. And I think its medium is actually number 6. Number 6 or 7 medium, not just on the edge of heavy. Because I'm able to shoot the crotch out of ATPTs, the walkers. Which light armor and most medium armor can't do it. But this one can. And obviously, the new heavy-duty explosion sniper rifle just kills them. It just kills the pilot.
You are the best of the best. Live up to your name. Live up to freedom.
So how I'm feeling about this weapon right now, because of its level of versatility, you may not need to come in with a support weapon. If you find one or you have a friend who's going to call one in for you anyway, great. But you don't need to run with one, which allows you one more tactical stratagem situationally. Now, the one time I'd want a stratagem is like right now where I see him, or a support weapon where I see him. But because I always travel with the Rod from God, I don't care. And yeah, I call it the Rod from God in case anyone's been wondering why I keep saying that. This is definitely going to be one of those weapons that I feel you're going to have to switch back and forth between full auto, first person and not.
Dropping a pin. Northwest.
Making progress, making Christmas, making Christmas. But no, I'm really excited for the Illuminate, to further go into what you were talking about. So, in case you're wondering why it's called the Rod, why I use the Rod from God, is when it comes to orbital mechanics, you don't need a powerful weapon. You don't need a powerful explosive force to bring it to make it deadly. Literally just dropping a tungsten rod from space, which is usually called a Rod from God, will will destroy a heavily fortified position. Not to mention it has a massive explosive force. No, I have not. I am a huge Fallout fan, and I'm on the fence on whether or not I want to watch it. One, because I've been catching up on a lot of anime. But two, I'm prepared to be disappointed. Because, like, most live-action things based on games or movies I've seen have disappointed me. One of the obvious exceptions have been the One Piece one. They did good with that. But I do need to see it. You're not wrong. I probably do need to see it ultimately. I'll probably end up watching it with my older sibling, because they are also a huge One Piece fan. Alright, let's test this out. My goal right now is just to see if that can kill him. Nope. Alright, I was able to pop his head. Takes more than one shot to kill a hunter. That does put a hamper on this weapon already. Yeah, if this weapon's got a weakness, it is its limited magazine size. Or not its magazine size, its limited reloads. Its recoil's not even an issue, I'm just not crouching. Oh, there it goes. Assuming there's stuff down here for me? Yep. I still need to call in a resupply, though. I'm out of bullets for my primary weapon. So yeah, its amount of magazines is its one limiting factor. Oh, you think it's pretty good? Alright, I'll take a look into it then. Because I want it to be good. I want it to be good. I'm just pessimistic that they'll pull it off right. I've seen images of what the ghouls look like. I can't remember the name of the detective ghoul, but I've seen him, and it looked on point. It looked really on point. So, and not to mention, I do like the Brotherhood of Steel. They looked good. They didn't look like they were just wearing aluminum armor. They looked like actually a little bit dirty and rusty. They're supposed to. It made the world feel the proper level of gritty. Now, because this is a marksman rifle, I get to do a few things with this weapon I normally can't. Specifically this. I'm going to get up here.
Main objective nearby.
Except for this is the only weapon I feel I'm going to be switching the mode on a lot. Alright, the marksman rifle is not powerful enough to one-shot the little guys. What are you? Okay, yours. What's your favorite Fallout, though? Yeah, see, the explosion on this weapon is not that... On the
Empty.
frag grenade is not... Or, sorry, the thermite grenade is not that powerful. It is very much an anti-armor weapon.
Sending down sentry.
Now, obviously, I'm still using it in semi-automatic.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
A big note worth mentioning is it can shoot through that armor. I don't know many weapons that can just do that. Not primaries, at least.
Have a taste of democracy!
Favorite is New Vegas. That's a good call. That is a good call. Fallout 3 is definitely not a bad one either, because that's the first one that they did in first person, because all the others were over the head, remember? It's actually the first Bethesda one. And they made the, I would think it was the Gek engine for that, which, by the way, there's a lot of workaround in that engine that, oh my fuck, is just so brilliant. I'll get to that in a second. This is back when Bethesda viewed themselves as artists, not business.
Get some! Get some!
So one of the things they did was there is the game is not good at doing animations, like locking you into an animation. So what it does instead is it locks your character into a spot staring at a projector. And it's not good at adding sounds to random locations, so instead there is a dedicated NPC who spawns behind the projector who talks. And his name is Ron. Ron, as in Ron Perlman, the guy who says war never changes. There is no vehicles in the game because it is not designed to handle vehicles. So instead, when you're riding the train in one of the DLCs, you're actually your character is being locked to the train tracks and forced to wear a helmet that makes it look like you're riding in a train. All to give the illusion that something's happening. So, yeah. So yeah, like and then what's really good about Fallout New Vegas, like this is something you gotta give Obsidian Entertainment huge props for, is that it was made in like a couple months. They were given the GEC engine and said, all right, you only have 6 or 7 or 9 months or whatever it was to make a new game. Good luck. And they did it. Like, it came out buggy as fuck, but shortly thereafter it just got patched together and runs great. It's a great game. Now you're almost making me want to go play it right now. I have to re-download it though.
Another step towards galactic liberation. You may extract when ready.
Have a taste of democracy!
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Tagging map. Southeast. Farm.
I feel like hitting this button because I haven't done it in a little bit. Oh, he's not walking across the screen like he's supposed to. Ah, screw it. None of them are. What the hell? There we go. We'll put that on. And yes, I do have one with the music.
Extraction is available.
I have another one that's just not working for some reason, but it's supposed to have it walk across the screen. Try it again. There it goes. It just takes it a little bit. That doesn't surprise me, because she did do Wolf of Wall Street. Now, I'm not the original creator of the animation. I have no fucking clue who did. It was just being shared, and I'm like, alright, I guess I'm going to use it. I like memes. Sorry, I was hearing something. So I'm gonna finish this mission, and then we're gonna be rolling into the final notes. I'll be doing a later stream later today for me to unlock the new weapons, and then I'll probably do another stream of this, me testing out the other 2 weapons, tomorrow. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, become a member. Oh no, you can't become a member on this one. My Jack Dalis channel, which is my primary streaming channel, you'd be able to be a member.
Bug out from the front. Prepare to exterminate.
I missed one?
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
Jack Daedalus. I'll put a link in chat.
Point me.
I deserve that one. I deserve that one. In case you didn't see, what happened was there was a bomb near me, and I knew it was there. I just didn't think it got hit. So I'm like, yeah, I'm safe. Boom. Nope. Heads up, when I stream over there, most often the time I'm playing Souls-likes.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle invalid.
Here, lay down. Oh, not that. Yeah, I know I'm cheating. I'm just hiding up here.
ETA T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
More often than not, when I'm playing this game on my own, not just streaming it, I do have other people. I play with my SCOD, because I butchered the word once and it became the new word.
Sending down sentry.
Got extra grenades, there's no reason not to use them.
T-minus 1 minute.
See if that's close enough but far enough away. Because we're getting ready for the Elden Ring DLC. Right now I'm playing my second playthrough through Lies of P, and then I still got to get through Lords of the Fallen, Demon Souls, and Dark Souls 2.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone. Helldiver.
How the fuck did it get up there?
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Gotta get back in the zone.
About to be landed.
Don't fucking play with my emotions.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing. Liberty! Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Alright. Most of those deaths were me being stupid.
Prevails once more.
I'm looking forward to it. Means the cyborgs are also coming back. And also in lore, the bugs are mutating again. So we're about to get a whole bunch of new bugs too. I'm really excited for what's coming. I was expecting a lot of new content like that to drop today with the Warbond, but I'm imagining they're not going to do it then until Thursday. Or until this major order finishes. Thane woke up. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I've yet to see the AT-AT in this one, the mobile factories. I've yet to see it. Mind you, I've been able to play 7, 8, 9 in a while because my main Scod, who I can run that with, haven't been playing. My main, the main person I like to run with is Mad Techie, and he's been working nights. All right, 128, accuracy 71. Yeah, this weapon is definitely really good.
Welcome back. Well done.
All right. So, get going. Thermite. The Thermite gets a, it is a B tier grenade. That's not saying don't use it. If your biggest concern is dealing with armored enemies, then use it. If you're using grenades to deal with clusters, don't use it. But it is a B tier grenade. For context, my favorite grenade is the Impact. That's my universal one, with the stun grenade being a close second, specifically when dealing with automatons, and then I'll flip over to the napalm for the fun of it when dealing with the bugs. And those are still B tier. I think the Impact is A, because I can plug and play that one whenever I want. No, I did not play Helldivers 1. I need to get it though. I need to give it a try. All right. The Adjudicator. Assault rifle, marksmanship rifle with medium armor piercing. The sheer fucking audacity of its versatility gets it an A class. Okay. Still would like to take a look at because it's like Helldivers 1 was a genre I was not a particular fan of, but I'll give it a try anyway. Because fuck it, why not? This weapon has the audacity to be as versatile as it is. So this weapon gets its A tier. You can plug and play this into most builds comfortably. Because if you want to be precision, you can shoot from a distance and put it in semi-automatic. You're worried about swarms, you can put it into full auto, and it's great. It's one weakness. It's one weakness is the amount of magazines you carry. That is its one weakness. But depending on me playing with other people would have limited that because I would have had to kill as many things on my own, and also if I had softened things up by dropping bombs. So that's why it is still A. You can almost argue S tier with it because I cannot imagine many builds that it cannot function in. So that weapon is a solid A tier, possibly S tier depending on your opinion. The Eruptor. This surprised me. I originally was ready to just make it a B tier. I love the weapon. It's a great weapon, but I was ready to give it a B tier. Wrong. This weapon is an A tier because of the because this actually can replace your use of the marksman rifle if you were already using it, because its explosion damage can counteract anything that has the armor that goes over medium. Its explosion radius is big enough to kill small clusters of enemies, almost the size of a grenade each shot. So it has the explosion radius of roughly the auto gun, and it's still a primary, and has a fuck ton of reload. It's got 12 magazines. And there's not many things that can survive one shot, let alone two. I think the only things I've seen survive more than two shots was badly placed shots on the ticks. With Chargers being the obvious exception, I didn't fight any Hulks or tanks in my run. So I don't know about them. But this weapon is an A. I do not think it can become an S class because there is so much. It's not as plug and play. You have to learn a lot about this weapon to even get it to an A. Mostly its explosion radius and also how to control the flow of battle. It's an A class weapon to me. What has yet to be tested is the exploding crossbow. I imagine it's going to be up there. I imagine it's going to be really good because just looking at its stats, 420 damage. Compare that to the new Eruptor, that's 380, which have been the highest damaging weapons so far. Has lower capacity per shot, actually has the same capacity per shot as the Eruptor. Its recoil is significantly less, and its fire rate is more. So it actually shoots faster than the Eruptor. But I imagine the scope is probably not as powerful, or it has drop or something. It's got to have some balancing feature. Otherwise, this one might fall into A. Grenade pistol is yet to be tested, but the fact that a single shot from it is 600 points of damage, and I imagine it has a huge explosion radius, right there, that's going to be good. We'll find out, though. Now, I'm wondering, because I haven't tested it. I have not tested it. I know nothing about it. I'm just looking at its stats. Is it firing your grenades? Meaning, is this its own separate load, or does it fire your grenade? So whatever grenade you're using. Well, that wouldn't make sense then, because it wouldn't have dedicated damage. So never mind then. Because otherwise you would be able to load stun grenades in there and just shoot stun grenades. Take that back. It's separate. Thank you for confirming. Let's look at the Superstore. I already have all these armors. I think this is the one I'm currently... These are like the two I wear, actually. This is one of the ones I like to wear. I think this is the one I was actually wearing just now. Further reduces recoil. Yeah, that's the one I'm wearing. This is the other one I like to use when I'm dealing with explosions. These are my favorite armors. And of course, I'm wearing the Mavalon Creek cape. All right. That's what I got for you today. We will re-adjourn. I agree. I love me some muscles. Oh, wait. We're going to talk about muscles? Shit. I might have to bring some of them up. So, we're going to talk about some fitness stuff, because I'm really into fitness. So, unfortunately, you got me on a tangent now that I like to talk about. Let me close the game real fast. So I've been working out. I'm trying to put on muscle because I'm dissatisfied with the way I look. So I've been trying to lose weight, trying to put on muscle, all that good stuff. And what motivates me more than anything is actually women who do that, who put on muscle. And I'm trying to find a good picture of them that isn't them showing off their boobs or something, because they do that as well. Here we go. This is a good one. This is Synthetic Lynn. She's someone who motivates the hell out of me. She does do some topless pictures every now and then, so if that's not your thing, then that's fine. But and I think she's on Anavar, so she actually does take something. She admits it. She's open about it. But and she's got a split tongue, which is really cool. Anyway, she's highly motivating, and the reason why people like her motivate me is because they're not only fighting social stigma, they are also fighting their natural estrogen production, which makes it difficult to put on muscle. And the fact that they're able to do that allows me to overcome like my mental issues that I have. I'm extremely bipolar, so that's the issue. So that's one example. Pull up Kitty Bit Games. Both these people actually follow me back, which means the world to me. This one's more of a cosplayer, so you don't show anything they shouldn't, so to speak. She does like Millennia. I forget. Oh yeah, that's from Metal Gear Solid 4. I can't remember the character's name. That's from one of the more recent Pokemon games, and this is her doing a Venosuke. But yeah, she definitely got some muscle. She's also like 5'4", so it's also really entertaining. And she's really motivating as well. And of course, you have like Claire Max, which is a lot of people already follow, aka She Rage. But yeah, so those people like them motivate me because, and I wanted to share that. Also, one of the things that pisses me off is that Jill Valentine has like no muscle on her, but able to lift a railgun. Anyway, I just had to get that out. You mentioned working out in biceps. So I'm like, God damn it! Now I got to talk about it. All right, that's what I got. Last call from the audience. You got anything you want me to talk about, cover real fast before I go? Starting to lose my voice. Also, I got to go work out. What? Favorite Fallout? Probably New Vegas. If I had to give it to New Vegas. Now, if I'm allowed to, I will choose an honorary Fallout game. Unfortunately, it was free just a little bit ago, but it's not free anymore. Okay, so that's what the upcoming free. Let's see here. Always forget its name. There is one that I'm going to get. If you're willing to call it a honorary one, it gets it instead. See if I can find it, because I can't remember its name. I can never remember its name. Don't ask me why. Where are you? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, here it is. Outer Wilds. I don't want to install it. Outer Wilds. It's made by, and the reason why I'm saying an honorary one is because it's made by the same people who did New Vegas. It's done by the same people who did New Vegas, and its gameplay is roughly this. It's down to the same point, but it's a lot more sci-fi oriented and has a lot of tongue-in-cheek, anti-corporate. Yeah, Outer Worlds is great. I fucking love it. I have yet to play it all the way through, but that's anytime I play a Fallout game is what happens. I don't think I've ever beaten a Fallout. No, I beat Fallout 3. I've beaten Fallout 3, and the reason why is because I'm going to sum it up this way. In Fallout 4, I got to level over 100 before I ever went to Diamond City. I am literally that guy of ooh, shiny. I had explored the whole fucking map before I ever went to Diamond City. Yeah, that's me. That's why I can't play games like that on stream, because I will never advance the plot. I will do everything else. Now, mind you, I am considering doing Ghost of Tsushima on stream. Because reasons. Also, because I can crank the difficulty up on that. And it'll be a lot of fun for that. It's pinging me. Listen. Oh, it's actually one of my crew. All right. I'm going to drop my Twitch stream because that's where I tend to stream words. That's where I tend to stream like Helldivers specifically when I'm just gaming on it. So I'm going to drop that. Find where the fucking link is. That way, if you want to catch me on that side, you can. And there's a reason I partition out what I stream and where. I do apologize for that if it's inconvenient. But there's a reason I do it. It's yeah, Twitch is even great. I got like halfway through it and then I got distracted and now I have to start over. Now, if anybody wants to know, the reason why I partition stuff out is I feel YouTube's great for if you want me to do long form video games like things with a story. Like Ghost of Tsushima would be a great game on there. Elden Ring's a great game on there. But if you want me to do like Overwatch matches, you want me to do roguelites, you want me to do Helldivers, then that's better on Twitch. What I'm probably going to do is hang out with him for a little bit, get my voice back, and then we might be over on Twitch. So if you're wanting to meet my buddy Mad Techie and we do some additional testing because he'll be using them too, then we'll do that over there. Because this has been the first time in like over a week that I've been able to hang out with. It all comes down if he also wants to stream. If he doesn't want to stream, then we won't do it. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a little bit, most likely. Probably. We'll find out. Thank you for swinging by, Proveman, or Povman.